Yeah, true. Nke nwanne nwoke akụkọ ha story wee gbanyụzie ọkụ ọwụ ya ka kịta bụziri American City wee nke a nwoke visa again wee book of flight pụtakwa na airport ndị America onwerekwa onye ejozikwara m o gịnị ka ị na-ejezi UK email nwekwa just ihe ma wee na-anya passport yes citizen pian echeke m in ịmakwa ya ka a na-eme wee rutekwe Heathrow airport oh my god ịmakwa ka erute Heathrow airport a na-aga n'immigration chekwa ma normal ya erute ndị immigration si which passport UK citizens and American citizens this way other citizens this way Makwana ebe ndị UK citizen na American citizen na-aga nwere ihe dị ka immigration just you scan or passport gị ị na-eje ihe ị na-eje nwere immigration officer na-ajụ gị ihe niile anything ajụzi ịgbakwara covid ajụzi vaccination ajụzi statement of account o nwere ihe ajụ no self service ka na-akpọ nka so ihe na-ekwu o wee bụrụ ụzọ ihe anụwa ya na-asụ so message nta ka bụ ọ bụrụ na o nwere ihe na-arịọ Chukwu ọ bụrụ na o nwere ihe ịchọ from God it's a matter of time ya dị na gị osisi nwee ndidi ịchọrọ travel abroad ọ maka na obodo anyị adịrị ọnụ maka mmadụ ji achọ ebe ọ na-aga ọ bụrụ ya mana ọ ga-adịcha mma so ọ bụrụ na o nwere ihe ị na-achọ ihe Chukwu onye dị nwee ndidi it's a matter of time mgbe ị ga-enweta ya mgbe Chukwu ya emerụ gị ya onye eme ihe ọ dịghị ka fim n'anya megodu ebe a na-ebute ibu ndị mmadụ ka nọ na-eche immigration mmadụ abịago buru ibu ya nekwa ibu eburugo m ya
You never begin talk. You never begin talk.
All right. So you've just watched this Reverend Sister. She said, all right. Sorry about that. She said that now passport na suzo. I want to play that again. She said that passport na suzo. I want you to understand that. Passport na suzo. Passport na suzo. That is what she said. And, so we are going to...
Nekanya na nnọkwa UK kịta ebe a Heathrow Airport, London City. Ka nkọlụ na ihe mee taa. Ụlọ makwa na afọ ole gara aga ka m chọrọ ịbịa London bịa fụ getọlụ nwanne nwoke. Wee tinye akwụkwọ visa.
She lives in the United States. She wants to visit her brother in the United Kingdom. She applied for passport. She applied for visa. They refused her visa. The United States, from the United States to the United Kingdom. They refused her visa because she has Nigeria passport. Okay?
America. Tinye visa. Imana ndị anụ ekwere enye m ha si na statement account ndị sister na nwere ife dị ya na ya nwere enough money.
So they refused her United Kingdom visa as a Nigerian living in the United States. Even while she is living in the United States, this United Kingdom that is milking Nigeria dry refused to give her visa. From America, they claim that she don't have enough money in her account.
In the UK. mesikwatie ọzọ. Yeah, true nke nwanne nwoke. Akụkọ ha story wee gbanyụzie ọkụ.
Now she applied the second time, yet they denied her visa. As a Nigerian passport holder living legally in the United States, they did not even consider that this woman is living in the United States with a Nigerian passport. They still denied her visa to travel from America to United Kingdom. As a Nigerian passport holder, the country that the British government are milking their company. Somebody from their company, they could not even say, let us give this woman or this lady a visa. As a reverend sister, abịaghị ime, abịaghị ịgba bomb there. A reverend sister, abịaghị iri asylum there. Abịaghị iri adro there. A reverend sister, they refused her visa.
Oya kakita buziri American city.
So now, finally, after the second failure, she decided not to apply again and until she become American citizen, American passport holder. Now, listen.
Well, again when book of flight.
After she got the passport of America, she don't need to buy or go for visa. She just book a flight. A flight.
Putakwana airport in the America. Kwenye jozi kwada mo. Gene ki na jozi UK email.
As she came out, as she went to the airport, nobody asked her again, what are you going to United Kingdom to do? At the American airport, nobody asked any question.
Just here when your passport. Oh, yes, citizen. Pian, check him in.
When they look at that she's a US citizen, nobody asks question again. Just like that, they check her in.
You must have kind of where we take Heathrow Airport. Oh my God! You must have kept everything Heathrow Airport. Immigration, check on more normal. Everything the immigration, with passports, UK citizens and American citizens this way, other citizens this way.
When she gets to the Heathrow Airport in the United Kingdom, they ask people, those with UK passports and American passport holder this way, those with other country passport holder this way. And she continued.
American citizen like one of the head of immigration just really scan no passport. One of the immigration officer na.
So it happens that where she who is American passport holder supposed to follow, and those the United Kingdom passport holder supposed to follow, there were nothing like immigration officer, no human being. Just take your passport and scan and you go your business. Serve yourself.
Anything. I just say about COVID. I just say vaccination. I just say statement of account. Oh, when you had no self-service kind of point. So,
okay, she said that nobody asked her about anything. No COVID vaccine, no nothing, no financial statement, no account, anything, no nothing. And then she continued to say that is the way this passport makes. Now, passport to an asuzo means that the passport that she is holding now, American passport, makes ways for her. The American passport that she is holding has made the way for her. America before America and then before you the passport you are holding is making ways for you. Now ask yourself, what way have Nigeria passport made for you? Kedu way Nigeria passport megoro? Onye sister na-agwa gị na America passport na-make way for her to serve herself at the airport without any immigration checking, without anybody intimidating her, without anybody using telescope or microscope nenyo of your picture on the passport or not. That the American passport is making way for her and every other passport holder, every other United States passport holder. The passport itself, ordinary passport, they make it way. The question is, all this sneak and poop that are fighting, that are talking about Nigeria. All these idiots that are fighting for Nigeria, seeking asylum in United Kingdom, seeking asylum all over the world, and talk about Nigeria. All of you that went to the United Kingdom, to America to seek asylum, you got asylum, you got passport, and today when we talk, you say Nigeria election. When we talk, you say Obi. What way have the Nigeria passport made for you? Is it the asylum? Is seeking asylum with Nigeria passport the way? Because when you talk, they say it is because the Nigeria passport are traveled. Traveled where? Traveled where because of Nigeria passport? The Nigeria passport that already made you a criminal. The Nigeria passport that make you lie. You tell all the lies in this world in your asylum. Everything you say is not true. You are lying. You use lies. You use lies because Nigeria is a lying country, a corrupt, a terrorist, a criminal country. Everything you say with Nigeria passport as holding Nigeria passport are all lies. You told those lies many years ago. Not now. Because those of them that are holding the passport to come to diaspora somewhere in America, in Europe to seek asylum, they are genuine, they have a genuine problem because nobody wants to be in a country that have almost 11 terrorist group where they are killing people, kidnapping anyhow. So now, and Nigeria government are killing too. So now you have a reason to come. But those people that travel in America in those days, and today they are enjoying the America with passport. If you talk, they tell you they are an American passport holder. Did they tell you how they ended up in America? Did they tell you what they did before they finally succeeded in living in America? They lied to the authority, all manner of lies in the name of seeking asylum with Nigeria passport. I want you to listen.
So, message in Takabo. Obu no way here na yochuku. Obu no way here from God. It's a matter of time.
We are not, what we want from God is not to pray for passport. What we want from God is that God give you the directions that you support the Biafra liberation next year. So that we are going to build Biafra and our passport will be respected just like they respected this American passport. What is too big? How is that too difficult for you to do? And let me tell you, this Reverend sister also should understand that the people that fought for this passport did not rely on prayer. They carried gun, they carried arms to fight this same United Kingdom, this same British, this same Britain, America. They carried gun and fought them. They engaged in what we call guerrilla warfare. They fought very brutally so that this passport will become what the passport is today. It is not by prayer. So now she will come and tell you to pray so that you are going to get this passport. But the people that fought for this passport did not just pray. They fought physically with arms. They defended and fought for their freedom, and they were able to make this particular passport to be what it is today. But they will come and tell you to pray. Prayer is good. Prayer is good. We are not saying that. But I'm telling you today that the people that fought for America did not just pray. They fight with gun and bullet.
Travel abroad.
The question is, what are we doing about Obadiah drama? We can do better, and it can never happen in Nigeria because Nigeria have a different ulterior motive.
So, it's a matter of time. We went here, but we are not here. What did it caffeine? Nanya, Megodu, ever nebutibu. In the mother canon immigration. Madam Maria Gago, who you be?
All right. So I believe you have now, you've watched that. So because of the way the dimension we are taking now, we are going to say bye-bye. We are going to fair bye-bye.
Ole ndị si Biafra amala ndị ahụ ọbụchi babulugoro isi ichefe nwere isi ma ga-agbawa okwu Chukwu aja eme ya eme ọkụ ụwa na-ekwu okwu Igbo tụrụ ilu na nwanogbe mba ọlabe ndị nwe ya Naijiria baibainu Biafra alago ọ bụ ole ndị sanye amala ndị ahụ ọbụchi babulugoro isi ike nwere isi ma ga-agbawa okwu Chukwu aja eme ya eme ole ndị si Biafra amala ndị ahụ ọbụchi babulugoro isi ma ga-agbawa okwu aja eme ya eme ọkụ ụwa na-ekwu okwu oturu ilu na nwanogbe mba ọlabe ndị nwe ya Naijiria baibainu Biafra alago
Nigeria baibainu na Biafra nago. The next we are going today is to, bring to you the Ebubeago, and here we go. I want you to see what Ebubago is doing to our people. Now, for some of you who do not understand, who don't know the story behind this guy you see on the floor was tortured to death by Ebubago in Ebonyi State. Was tortured to death, and that is how they have been killing Biafrans. And the reason why they captured this guy was because this guy you see on the floor being tortured to death was a land agent that sells land and get commission. And I said, I am going to use this as a center of gravity for Umahi's, crimes against humanity. A lot of crimes have been committed by Umahi. So, this man you see here is a land agent. People that sells land and they collect commission. It happens that he entered into land business, land deal, with an Ebubago friend, a friend that he knows as a Ebubago person. So, it happens that they sold the land, commission was paid to the Ebubago person. Now, the Ebubago person who collected the money collected his own money as well. So, this guy that you see on the floor now went to this Ebubago guy to give him his own share of the commission of the proceed, from the agent fee that was paid on that land. Land. He has nothing to do with ESN. It has nothing to do with Biafra IPUB. The reason why this guy was tortured and killed was because he is an agent. They did business of land together. Ebubago guy decided to swallow the money by a loan and don't want to pay this guy. So it happens that one day, this guy went to wait for that Ebubago guy in the street and say, you are not going anywhere today until you pay me my money. That was how he found himself in this situation. Ebubago guy did not only arrest and kidnap, abduct this guy, he also informed all his members. They bundled this guy, tied him like a criminal. They took this guy to where they are torturing him now. They tortured this guy to death. Now, the community where this guy come from, where he was tortured to death in Ebonyi State, the youth, rose up and started protesting about his death. And they went to the local government chairman of that part of Ebonyi State. The local government, on getting to the local government chairman, you know, I have made this particular exposition some time ago. You know, if you people can remember. On getting to the local government chairman, the local government chairman went inside his house, brought a gun, and shot another youth down. Point blank. The youth fell down there and died without wasting any time. The chairman killed the youth because Umahi is the Hitler of Ebonyi State. You know, when I gave him Hitler, so he was the Hitler of Ebonyi State. That same Umahi is calling Simon Ekpa the new bandit in town. So I want everybody to see what impunity the activities of Ebubago in the southeast. So those who are shouting, insecurity, Ebubago are into kidnapping. Ebubago are into car snatching. Ebubago are into all the crimes, including enforcement of sit at home, is Ebubago. And when they come, they tell you, stop ordering sit at home because the enemies are using it against our people. That is the people that are not listening. These are the people that want Umahi and his group to use them as a sacrificial lamb. Because they will tell you to come out, they are going to send this Ebubago. Ebubago will go and enforce it at home, and all of you be killed. So whenever we order sit at home, you sit at home because it is for your own good. Nobody will come to your house and kill you. Now I want everybody to watch.
Love for this boy was better
Now, in case look at what they are doing to human being. Umahi sanctioned this. Umahi sanctioned it. Oh, we love Ndibo. We love Ndibo. Oh, they'll come to social media and write on pages of newspaper. Look at what Igbo politicians are sanctioning. How can you have a very wicked, devilish, and very, very notorious politicians who can sanction this kind of torture against their own citizens? You see the reason why you must stay away from anything political activity in Biafra land. We have banned every political activity. And that you go and participate tomorrow does not mean you are going to participate next tomorrow and go free. Look at what the politicians are doing to our people. Are you seeing it? He did not kill anybody. He did not commit any crime. He did not steal anybody's property. He did not. Look at. Look at how they step on human beings in Ebubago. You hear what they say? They say he want to go and steal somebody's is a lie. Is a lie. So let's even agree that Ogajizu means he was about to steal. Because they have to give you a name. So Ogajizu means that he was going to steal something. So he have not actually stolen anything. Okay? But I'm telling you the true story now is land. They had a land business, and the Ebubago guy collected the money and they refused to give to him. And when he decided to confront him, he ended up being killed. And that is what Ebubago is doing today in Biafra land. Now let us watch another Ebubago victim. Another Ebubago victim.
Talk on Ebonyi State. Recall that at the beginning of this program, we actually told you that Honorable Sokori telling us and giving us detail of what happened when he was in captivity of those who captured him.
When he was in captivity of those who captured him was Ebubago. Why did they capture him? Kidnapping. Watch.
In the dungeon
on the order of Umahi of Ebonyi State. You see the reason why some of us are going to make sure we use bottle to barb these politicians' hair.
Ebubago, as many of our guests who came before now told us that there is a torture house in Ebonyi State, owned or controlled by the Eastern Security Outfit, Ebubago, and we'll have to hear all that today. But let's quickly tell you, Honorable Linus, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Good evening, Nigerians.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's begin from when they said you were kidnapped. Was there any time they kidnapped you?
I was abducted on the 16th of October at 11 a.m. precisely by a team of Ebubago militia operatives that was personally led by one Panchrist Eze. He's called Power. He's the special assistant to the governor on internal security.
Are you hearing that? Special assistant to Umahi on internal security. They have been empowered to kill, abduct, and kidnap and kill in Ebonyi State. Of course, some of them are resigning now because, they know what is coming.
At official position. And what happened was like a movie, but actually Gestapo style.
Okay.
I was driving that early morning, and I saw a checkpoint, purportedly a checkpoint that looked like a normal security checkpoint, and a vehicle was parked just like the policemen would do, and they were not in any uniform, but this black type of T-shirt, which you see operating for some police groups wear. And somebody approached me and said, "Can we check your boot?" I mean, that was normal. I was driving myself all alone, opened the boot. After I opened the boot, for a truck, you know how to open the boot of a truck is. After checking the boot, I said, "Is that okay?" He said, "Yes." "Okay, can I go?" He said, "No." He used to go. He was holding an AK-47 rifle, similar to what the police carry. He pointed me towards where the vehicle was parked by the side. He said, "I should go this way." I said, "Why should I go that way?" He said, "I should go that way. That there is a drug allegation against me."
Okay.
I said, "Drug allegation? How?" He said, "Yeah, that I own one premises called City Hub in Abakaliki. It's an entertainment spot." He said some people were arrested in City Hub who were from the place itself, and they are mentioned. I said, "I've been away from Ebonyi for 3 months. I just came back last night." How? Anyway, while we were doing this, the people who were by that vehicle cocked their guns. I said, "Okay, let's fire him." It was then I saw it was pump action guns that those were carrying 47, and I said, "Oh, Ebubago," because that's what they carry. As we were still asking him questions, 3 other vehicles, these were senior buses, came. Each of them was occupied by at least 6 persons carrying those pump action rifles. I was saying I should go. He said, at that point, he said, "Honorable, I know you." The person, I couldn't recognize you, but I never met him in person before. But at that point, he was telling me, "Please go, let nobody injure you." I visioned his face when Chika Nwaba was, so I was very active in campaigning for him. So I said, "Okay, this is this SA." He said, "Please go, I know you. Let nobody injure you." We were discussing 2 other Hiluxes, this type, innocent type, with the back built like the police type, came in more. There were more than 30 operatives, all carrying guns and all pointed at me at the same time. So I saw the danger. I walked into that vehicle. Sequestered me inside. One of them hit at me. He said, "No, don't touch him. Don't touch him." And I said, truck is there. Even my vehicle here, I have my phones and I have some personal effects. It's okay, where's my key? I gave him my car key. He went in there, he sent somebody. They brought the money that was there, my phones and the few things were all there. He said, yeah, that's them. He wanted to give them to me, he said no, he held them back and entered the front of the vehicle, gave one other person my car key. They drove and we drove off. If I said somebody had accused me of drug, right opposite the old government house where they drove me into is the state police headquarters. I was hoping that they would drive me to the police headquarters where probably those people who had accused me in the police cell. They drove me into the old government house, drove into where it's known to be the office. Before they sat me down, gave me a seat in front of their building. The man who was their leader, the pancrist, the essay to the government internal security, asked me, yes, Honorable, some people are in our cell. They had accused you of drug. They mentioned your name. They were arrested in city. I said, oh, friend, please bring them to confirm. Let me also confront them. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, nobody was brought. He walked away, made phone calls. It's a large car park at the building. He went, made phone calls, came back. I mean, he was answering calls and going.
I allow this thing to flow because this is just a story. So you people can hear the story yourself. It is in English.
And I said, well, asking who had video that was shared on the forum some time back, bring it up, later on watch. Another 10, 15 minutes, nobody brought out a video for Honorable to watch. He now made his and went far into the car park. Another one who is called Ugo Martin, who they say is allegedly the head of finance of Brago, came to you and said, hey, Lion Isokoro, you are now here. We have seized your phones. You can no longer write nonsense about the governor online. Next thing, they'll dig 6 feet, put you inside, cover you, and nothing will happen. Life goes on. I said, are you told to kill me? He said, don't talk. You have no right to talk here. I said, in a democracy, he said, there's no law here, no law rights here, and you have no right here. Is that correct?
So they told you why they picked you?
You know, at this point, nothing, because we're waiting for the drug allegation. Nobody was brought.
Okay.
So this same Ugo Martin, after telling me the 6 feet to be dug and not to happen.
When you call names of persons that are not here.
Mentioning because they were listening to me, and it's a person who is known. I mentioned Panchrist as a power who is SA Internal Security, and he was carrying an AK-47. I have mentioned Ugo Martin, who is said to be the head of finance of that organization. He now told me that, look at you. How can you contest Senate against the governor? There is an look at you. How can you contest Senate against the governor? It is an insult that it is the governor who made everybody. I said, have you asked the governor what help he was to me and what help I was to him? That you are probably don't know the history of myself and the governor. I am not sure the governor would tell you to do this. And even the governor would not say this, that I'm contesting election against you, be an issue. One other young guy was asking, is he running for election? I say, yes, he's the Labour Party candidate of who wants to challenge the governor. That is the last discussion from the 11 a.m. when I was abducted till 11 p.m. when the police came to rescue me. Nobody came. They kept me there. After some time, he walked away after the discussion. They now took me into the room, their office. It's an outer office for the first time. Gave me the same seat to sit down. After about 10 minutes, they now said I should remove my dress. They removed my top, took away my sandals. Already they had taken my phones away. And said I should remove my jeans. I would say, no, I'm not putting on anything on that. I just woke up in the morning to try and buy something. They left me with that. I sat down there.
Now, I want you to understand. Police came to rescue him from Ebubago, of course, because he's a Nigerian politician. Now, did any police come to rescue this one? Did any police come to rescue this one? The answer is no. This one was killed. And you killed another person on top of it. Maybe you killed another one on top of it. For them. Now, look at it. No police. Ordinary man. They use this axe, breaking his bone. Look at them, that fine. We never look at him. Why he will never These are the politicians. These are the people. These are the heartless people who cannot go after terrorists, who cannot go after Fulani terrorists coming to kill you in your land. They were not recruited to fight crime. They were recruited to be used as hired assassin, political thuggery. That is what Ebubago is doing. So let us listen to a politician and police came to rescue from their hand.
After 20 minutes, they brought me out. Instead of giving me a seat now, they now start me on the floor. I there for 10 minutes, took me inside, and sat me on the door. While I was still sitting down there, I noticed that Ugo Martin invited about 6 of the operatives. There were so many of them. Also, I'm wearing guns. Invited them to hold a tete-a-tete aside. 6 of them now came to me and said, yes, stand up aggressively this time. Who are you? Why do you remove all this your dress? I said, I'm not putting on anything. I can't dress myself. 4 of them, one held this hand, two held my legs and stretched me out. Okay. The next was pulling my dress. So I was struggling all along with them. I said, don't naked me. We don't have to do this. Then the 5th person pinned my neck down with his knee and used his knee to hold my neck to the floor. Wow. And they stripped me naked. All right. How they stripped me naked? The same way they're carrying me, one person to each of my legs and one person to each of my hands.
That was torture.
They carried me. Of course, they were hitting me with the butt of their rifle. They were struggling. So many things were happening at the same time.
So at that time, maybe you passed out.
I was struggling because I didn't want to be put on naked. They now carried me that way and took me outside into the car park naked. All right. Somebody videoing. That is what. So I noticed. I said, "Why are you videoing all these colors?" One of them said, "Why are you videoing?" He said, according to him, allegedly the governor and the younger brothers should send to that. I said, and I started talking the video. Said, "Is the governor cannot send you to video me? But if it's the one, okay, see my nakedness. They were hitting me, wanting me to stand up fully naked. So I'll be under that video." Okay. My mind told me, if you do stand up, it's possible that they will put you in a frame that somebody can go and manipulate the computer and now take my image, juxtaposed with some other image, maybe somewhere, probably anybody, any situation. I said to them at that point, me. At this point, 5 guns around me. 3 of them were AK-47, 9 with pump action. Because I was struggling and looking around.
All this they did was because you came out to contest
election
against the governor.
All because against the governor. That's according to Hugo Martins. Okay. Because outside that, no question, no interrogation, or drug allegation, nobody asked me any question about that or through that. And they now left me after maybe about 1 p.m. They now left me, sat me down, naked in the car park, open car park, for the next 30 minutes. All around me with guns. I turned around to look, one of them behind me, say, if you look back again, I'll fire you. Okay. A young boy, probably.
So what happened? At what point did the police come to?
At this point, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I remained with them till the night it got late. It became dark, no light. They left me inside the office now. Now they are giving my jean. I saw that the zip had been, of course, it had been ripped open because of the struggle. Okay. I wore back that jean, tied it up because there was no zip any longer. I managed to be with it. Around sometime in the night, around 8 p.m., one of them, unknown to me, I don't know, I never know him, walked to me because it was dark and said, "Oga, I don't know what is happening, but pray." Our guy just said that very soon they will take you into the cell, and by 2 a.m., we'll come and pick you.
So what 2 a.m. means?
How would you picking somebody at 2 a.m. to where? I don't know, but of course, you know, the implication is that I mean, but finally, what now transpired was that I didn't know that all this while an uproar had gone out, because all my struggle was how to pass information where I was. I begged the people on duty, even I had 250,000, the money they saw. I told the boy on duty, please take all that money, just make one call to inform where I am. The young man said, we were specifically told not to let anybody know that you are here, not to make a call on your behalf, and not to give you a phone to make a call.
At this point, you were with
Ebubago from 11 a.m. up to today I'm talking to you.
After that 11 a.m., where did they take you to? Is there anything called the torture chamber?
At 9 p.m., at 9:20 p.m. exactly,
Yes.
I was led into a cell.
The same people have turned around today. They commit this crime. They call ESN. They call Simon Ekpa. This is what they do. If this man is not alive to tell the story, maybe, the next thing is that he was kidnapped and killed. Nobody will know who kidnapped and killed him. The next thing is Biafra killing each other. It is the governors. I told you people, anybody that is coming to tell me any rubbish, hold Umahi responsible of the insecurity in Ebonyi State. Hold Ugwuanyi responsible for the insecurity in Enugu State. Hold Soludo responsible for the insecurity in Anambra State. Hold Hope Uzodimma responsible for the insecurity in Imo State. Hold what is the name? Ikpazu responsible for the insecurity in Abia State. All these people are directly involved in sponsoring this insecurity to blackmail Biafra agitation. And we are not going to, our Eastern Security Network will not lay down arms. In fact, we are fortifying their arms. We are buying more of modern arms to confront Fulani terrorists because they come with a very heavy, modernized military Nigeria supplied arms. So we are going to buy things that will match what they are using to come to kill people in Hamufu, for example, and terrorize our people in the Southeast. So if anybody thinking that with all this insecurity that these governors are sponsoring, that we are going to stop Biafra, you are going to be disappointed because we are going to buy machine gun, we are going to buy chain gun, because that is what they are using to kill us. So anybody that is thinking that all this blackmailing and propaganda is going to move us not to fight for our freedom next year, you have a long time waiting. And you are going to wait for a very long time. In fact, we will disappoint you. But this is the mother of the insecurity in the Southeast is what you are watching now. This is what, explain it all. I have just brought two class of people. Two class. One is a very poor man, a very poor Biafran, a very poor person that doesn't have anybody to speak for him. Look at him lying on the floor. The second class is a politician who is contesting against Umahi in the Senate for the seat of a Senate, in 2023. He is contesting in the same constituency with Umahi, and Umahi wants him dead. And here you are hearing his story. You see from different perspectives, from different individuals, from different class of people in Nigeria, what the politicians are doing. So you see the reason why all these criminals, all these crimes, all this insecurity in the East is increasing every day. While our ESN are in the bush, making sure that Fulani did not come, they will send the military to go and attack them, and then they will send the Bubago to go and attack those in the city. Are you seeing insecurity? So long as the politicians continue to walk free.
A cell, that's the torture chamber.
Yeah, that's right there. I saw 9 young men. Some of them, most of them younger than 18. Some of them have been there for up to 2 weeks. Many of them, nobody knows there. Their parents don't know, their relations don't know, and they don't feed them. Within the 9:20 I was taken in, and 11 p.m. when the opera outside, thank God for.
Clement, thank you for your support. Make fundraising on 10th and 25th for US for us diaspora, or is it for US diaspora? Find out about other diaspora. Is it US? This will boost fundraising. Thanks. Mr. Clement, Mazi Clement, may I know the reason you chose 10th and 25th, and of which month? 10th and 25th of which month? May I know 10th and 25th of which month? We need to know so that, and why do you choose this date? Please make your comments so we can rub mine together. Thank you.
For my media, thank God for my aid, for my community. Thank God for God. That uproar I had raised, the commissioner of police was now forced to send a crack team who came to rescue me at 11. Between that 9:20 and 11 when I went out, I had insisted that they go and buy food for these young boys who were there out of the money I had with them. Thank God, one of them agreed to go and buy something for them to eat. So at 11 p.m., the police came to rescue me. What told me what I was being taken into protective custody. I remember that I told if the police, with that their head, who is the Pancras Eze, who is the power, the SA security, I told him, remember what your people did to me. This is the torture I went through. My ears were drumming at that point. I had undergone surgery. This is my glass. This is my glass I used to read. When I got there, when I saw they started beating me, I told them, please, I've had surgery in my 2 eyes. Please don't. At that point, they started slapping my eyes consistently, hitting me. As I speak, this document here, inside there is the report, the reference I was sent because of my eardrum, tympanic membrane, what they call it, which had been torn. As I speak now, since I've been in that place, I don't pour water on my head so that water does not enter my ear. These are the offshoots of the torture that still. I have been scheduled also to go for eye surgery, but that's by the way.
Okay, Honorable, we'll come back to you. Let's quickly just go for this short break and also to tell we are opening up our platform.
Now, I want you people to understand. Somebody made a comment about George Floyd. You see, you must be watching this. Look at the way they step on a man, a Biafran, and they will turn around and tell you they love you. Turn around and tell you, Omahe will say Ebonyi State is not a Biafra. Who is he? Who is Omahe to say Ebonyi State is not a Biafra? How they use axe to match it, to ask somebody, look, listen to the sound, listen to the sound of axe. Listen to the sound of axe. Axe.
Love for this boy was better.
Listen to the sound of axe on a human being. They are breaking his bones. Look at this one with big stomach. Afonshi. Look the Afonshi. Look this one. Pregnant men. Look how this one look. Afonshi. This is axe. Look at what Umahi is doing to people in the southeast. Look at what Umahi is doing to our people in the southeast. Look at what Umahi is doing. Are the world seeing this? Are the world seeing this? What is different? This is worse than Floyd. This is worse than what America did to Black Americans to Black Americans in America. This is worse treatment, worse torture, inhumane and degrading treatment. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And this is happening in the Southeast. Yet, they are the one that shout the most of insecurity. They are the one that tells you Eastern Security Network. They are the one that tells you IPOB. They are the one that tells you that Biafrans manufacture bombs. We will manufacture bomb and even manufacture aeroplane to fight you people when the time comes. Look at what Umahi is doing. Umahi now have impetus to come to social media and call Simon Ekpa a bandit because Simon Ekpa is fighting, so that Umahi will not be treating people like this. The reason we are leaving Nigeria is so that you are not going to be treated like this. So that you are going to find yourself in a country that will have sympathy, remorse to human life. This is the wickedness of politicians in Nigeria. And that is why when we are going to remember these people, when we are going to remember this politician, do not say, why are you people heartless? Because they have done everything to us. They have dealt with us. When we are going to start with them, Oga Adekwa wonder. Oga Adekwa egu. Do not think that you are free. Police, when the army, everywhere. Do not think that your government house is free. Do not think that you are secured. Because the day we are going to have enough, there is no amount of security that will stop Biafra people from capturing you in government house. I am telling you the fact. No amount of security will stop Biafra people from breaking into government house and capturing you. And that day is fast approaching. Mark my word. The revolution will be very bloody. I am telling you. Because we know how heartless these politicians are in Nigeria. Very, very heartless people. But the revolution is going to be very bloody. And we are getting closer. Those who are calling everywhere, calling embassies, they are not seeing this. So they will not see it. But I know that this video I am making today, the broadcast will break the internet. It will break the internet. I know. I know that it will break the internet. But let us see how these criminals, wicked souls, are going to react to it. Now watch.
Sir?
I've told you the story behind that man. Now, I do not know what else they want to talk about.
If there is no opposition, let the kite perch and the eagle too. And still going on, let's quickly just you see, now you've gone through all these, the case is still in court, isn't it?
No.
It's been discharged.
The state government withdrew the
that
I was going to come to that actually.
Okay.
Suddenly, I was taken to the police. The next morning, I expected the police, okay, sorry, what happened and so on. They rather brought old petitions that had been brought by state government against me, which said I was writing criticizing the state government in January and February and March. And I had gone to Federal High Court Abuja and got a judgment. In fact, the government was told to pay 6 million naira, which had not even been paid. The brother, oh, this is already overtaken by events. I have a judgment against it. There was nothing to charge me for. They didn't ask me what happened. I insisted they should take questions and take statement from me. He said no until I bring
So
a
all
petition.
those allegations
So
of drug
so,
and all that.
Yeah, so suddenly
Nothing.
the police now kept me that Monday. On Tuesday at about 4 p.m. they took me to court. Suddenly standing in the dock, I heard I was being charged for murder.
For murder.
Not drug, not insulting the governor, but I was now being charged for murder.
This is somebody that the same police, Nigeria criminal police, came to rescue from kidnappers, from Ibubago kidnappers. They came to rescue him, and the next day he found himself standing as a murderer. As a murderer, they have concocted all manner of crime on his head. I want you to understand the evil and impunity of this Nigeria. Nigeria, you know, I don't know why people, in fact, the worst thing that will happen to you is to be a Nigerian. Just listen to this story, because he is big fish. He could not be killed like that. If it is ordinary poor you, any day Nigeria happened to you like this man, you'll be dead, completely dead. They charge him for murder, from being rescuing him to become a murderer in the court and standing before a judge as a murderer. Hey, Alo Melo, I want you to see the reason why these people are fighting tooth and nail against the Biafra from coming. Because they know if Biafra come, this nonsense will not happen. It is only Nigeria that support and aid and abet such crimes against its citizens. And because when you are like Adolf Hitler against your citizens, Fulani, honor you because their own is the eji igbu mmadụ eme ọgụ. Fulani ji igbu mmadụ eme ọgụ. Igbu onye nke gị eme ọgụ. So the more you slaughter and the more they value you. That is why Umahi is romancing them. I want everybody to listen to this.
Nobody asked me. Even the police, fortunately, that they should assist me that I was being accused of drug. They don't even confront me with one allegation of drug.
All right.
But I was not charged for murder. So, I was to find how did he...
Now, what is different between this and what you see them doing to me on social media? Victoria Osai, God, please don't punish the entire Igbo race together with those perpetrating this evil. Amen. Yes, of course. Now, what is different between me and this man is that, this man, so they capture him, and if he is like me, the allegation will be on social media. They will call him Ekberima. They will call him Tinubu boy. They will call him Atiku gave him money. They will say he is working with Nigeria. They will say he hates Igbo. They will give him all manner of names, just like they are giving to me, because but in Kenyawa, for him, they don't need to give him the name. They will give him the name why they torture him. They will give him the name why they want to kill him. They will give him the name why they present him to the front of judge. And that is exactly what Nigeria is. Lies, blackmail, propaganda, cook up things against any citizen that want to speak the truth. And that is why nobody is talking anymore in Nigeria. Everybody is quiet. When you talk, they say, don't talk, you are going to be killed.
And the government decided
to withdraw
the
all
charges.
the charges.
Yes, I had taken them to Federal High Court seeking enforcement of my rights. They requested that I also withdraw that. Withdrew charges of murder against me. I withdrew the matter in the Federal
What about
High
your
Court.
campaigns?
My campaigns take off, continue. So I want to tell Ebonyi, first of all, I said I have thanked God, I've thanked my wife, I've thanked my political group, I've thanked my community and the media and other social activists who did all the work. I have forgiven everybody. There's no ill feelings. This is, for me, the politics go on. This election, we must campaign within the law. We are going to win this election. Okay. So all those Labour Party supporters, Caring Heart supporters, let us focus. Do not go into acrimony. Do not go into bad blood. What we're asking, luckily, the governor of the state is also the candidate for the APC. So he wears two caps now.
As a governor and a candidate.
He needs to campaign to win his election if he can, but I believe I'll beat him because the people will support me.
All right.
But he had a responsibility to provide a level playing field. Let there be peace in Ebonyi, and let there be peace across the constituencies, so that people will be alive to cast their vote freely, and then also enjoy the benefit of democracy.
Thank you so much. Linus Okore is a candidate.
You know, we need to refresh. You're welcome back. We were told, we're just getting information. You know, everybody is getting information from social media. We're just being told that according to the report coming from DSS dungeon, it is like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu, our leader, somehow have beginning to distance himself, or have actually distanced himself from criminal and treacherous Barrister Ejiofor, the murderer, the kidnapper of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu finally distancing himself from Barrister Ifejuna, Judas Ejiofor. So the information is there. Let us bring his leg to the public, because I know they are going to send this program to him. And because, you know, the level of treachery and betrayal is pushing him, so we are going to push him now to fall into the river with this particular statement we are making now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have finally distanced himself from Barrister Ejiofor. So it does not matter what come out from there. But the news now is that there is a vital information that will be communicated to whoever through the other town crier. The town crier that was announcing, Oyendu say no sit at home, Oyendu say in town crier. So that town crier is now the frontliner, the person that are fronting to be making announcement. So finally, the Caro White is no longer going to be announcing. Agwamuno, the day that I will open a Ejiofor book will be his end in this Biafra struggle. Is it not happening? Is it not happening? He will not. He will still come back and do some funny thing and write whatever nonsense he's going to write. He is gone. Go and watch and listen to our broadcast the day we started, dealing with him. Any day we open our mouth and say, "You are gone," it is the word of God. You are gone. I told Ejiofor that when I finish with you, Emaro na nwoke dị. You gotta go. Emaro that na ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ. If you like, go to kill cow in all the aroshi that you have in your community. It is not, it's going to work against you. Ọbụkwa na ọmụnwa ka ị na-egburu efi na-awụfe ọbara efi ị na-awụ ya na nkịtị. I told Ejiofor that you are gone. You can never ever rise again, both in your profession, both in this struggle, anywhere in this life. You will never rise again. That is the way it is going to be. You betray Biafra, betray and killed and mastermind the killing of many people. And you shall pay for it. I want you to understand that you can't touch somebody that is innocent and go free. So we are watching with Ofuanya. I will be watching you with Ofuanya na afọ ebe niile. Ịghọtago? You know what I used to do? I deceive them. I deceive them with all these things, So I can now watch age of 4 any place he is with Ofanya. Hey, touch na agbasi ike. And some people say that, oh, he went and start saying, I don't even know that anything like this existed. I don't know where, in fact, I don't even want to make comment on that. But there is something that I want to make comment today. Those of you, especially the elders, who are standing on Nigeria side and standing on Biafra side, you better make your choice. So you better make your choice. You better make your choice. Not when we begin to do something, then you remember that you have to be part of Biafra. At that time, I got bakwagi boot. You better come out now and stand on one side. Don't think you are smart. So also gị nwa bụ onye bụ brain ndị Igbo. Brain niile nọ gị n'aka. So itinyekwu ebe a, itinyekwu ebe a. No nwe ka esi eme ya. O nwere ka esi eme ya. Some of you that are standing on Nigeria and standing on Biafra, you are the problem we have. Because you have not come to show that you are actually ready to get your freedom. So how can you be saying, Biafra? It is either you are for P2B, and you allow us and you regard the good as enemy. Do not come and pretend. I support P2B. When P2B fail, you will Biafra. No. We will take you as enemy, and the enemy of our freedom you will continue to be. I am not into all this nonsense of I have to go to P2B. No. Your activity in supporting P2B is jeopardizing Biafra. Do you understand it? Two-face. That is what you people are. So if you cannot be a man enough to make a choice, stand on it. Where you are not part of us. You are not part of us. I'm not ready to be listening to all this nonsense. Keme P2B, Keme Nigeria, P2B this one, P2B that one. But you have been part of the shouting Biafra. So stand on P2B, Kusike. Don't come and start disturbing us. And very soon I will not have meeting with anybody again. Anybody. If you are not going to talk about Biafra, do not invite me to any meeting again from today. I don't want to waste my time. If you are not convinced till now about Nigeria and Biafra, is it now that I'm going to convince you? Don't invite me. Do your P2B thing and let me see you as our enemy, first of all, so that we're going to go with you. I know that you are our enemy, number one enemy. I will regard you as one. Don't invite me to anything. From nobody, I don't want to. From today, I am not ready to meet anybody to discuss anything P2B or to discuss anything if your invitation is not about how we are going to get exit from Nigeria next year, don't invite me. Because even if you convince me that we are going to discuss this Biafra, I will exit that meeting without informing you people. So today will be the last day anybody will invite me to any meeting that will be discussing P2B or discussing anything at all that is not about Biafra. Don't invite me. I am making it public so that you don't say Simon Ekpa is insulting elders, so that you don't say Simon Ekpa is not taking advice. Come and advise me how to get Biafra, not how to get Biafra by voting in Nigeria politics. Advise me how to get Biafra. Bring idea how you think we can go to get this Biafra without voting in Nigeria. And I have my own idea. And that idea is that we first of all make sure we do not validate Nigeria. Make sure we do not vote anybody from Umahi to anybody. Umahi that is doing this thing you see today in Biafra land. We will start by making sure we do not give them any vote. That is the way we want it to start. So come, invite me and give me an idea. Invite me and bring something to the table for Biafrans. Come and tell us what you think we should do to add to what we are doing. But don't come and tell me to stop, sit at home. That is working. Do not come to tell me that we must support P2B. After that, when he failed, we are going to do Biafra. Don't come, because I will disgrace you. And after that meeting, I will come publicly and say it. So do not come and invite me. If any meeting that is not about how to get this Biafra, don't invite me. I am doing this thing publicly, this announcement. I am not targeting anybody. It is not targeted at any group. It is not targeted at anybody. But from today, being the 22nd day of December 2022, I am not going to be in a meeting where we are going to be discussing sit at home, where we are going to be discussing where we are going to be discussing Nigeria election, if it is not about how we can bring something to the table to make sure Nigeria get Biafra get freedom in 2023. Don't invite me. And I want to tell Biafrans that, the flyer is already, I do not know what kind of camera is this. Our radical awareness for Biafra freedom is is on top gear. So I think that the flyers and the posters are already in everywhere in Biafra land. The posters are appearing. As you can see, this is a street, street somewhere in Biafra land. I think this should be maybe like a Bonny State or so. This is a Bonny State, if I'm not mistaken. So you see, the whole, I don't know which kind of camera, which kind of camera is this? This must be some alien camera. So the posters for no 2023 election in Biafra land is on the street. Oh, say to go. Oh, say to go. Oh, say to go. Look at it. It is already in the street of Biafra land. Very soon, very soon it will be littered everywhere. Oh, say to go. So if you see it, take a very good picture. Don't take a picture with a technophone. They say that technophone is not very good. So do not take picture with technophone, because this kind of picture, I don't understand that. the picture is like Nokia touch Nokia touch a picture or something. So take a picture with a better phone and let us continue. Now we are going to have we're going to receive call. I'm going to receive call. Somebody say Yoruba Nation is not saying no election. Are we Yoruba Nation? Are we Yoruba Nation? Why are you talking about Yoruba Nation? Is Biafra Yoruba Nation? Everybody, every group have their modus operandi. We have something we do in common. So our modus operandi is not, the modus we are using is not the modus they are using. So they have their own way and we are not adopting the same thing. So please, we are not copying anybody here. All right, so we're going to open the line, and all you have to do is to make sure you ring us and air your opinion from what you've heard this evening. You're welcome to the program, my people. The line is on, and we are going to take call in the next 30 minutes. We will be receiving call in the next 30 minutes. Remember that fundraising, emergency fundraising is on the 24th of December. You're welcome to the program. Ndewo.
Mazi, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Don't want him to before you.
Okay.
Man, I try. Chan, only get chokis na left, and about right, or not right, and about left, and I told you can now money can my order.
Yes.
So second one, Iman device not a Bugari or not.
Yes.
On the one now, any dream that as you Nkemere joy. Nkemere joy,
Emekwazo.
Nkachukwu imekwazo. So ihe need ke na-ajụ. 2, 3 nke passport ị na-ekwu maazị Nigerian passport evoke in the whole world. Let me give you an example. I'm living in India and I'm married. I have Indian wife. Can you imagine? I know in India. My mom. I am how because of the Nigerian passport. You with Nigerian passport, I think I have the worst criminal in this earth. I am on a good night. Even though in Nigeria, now who has new devil. Mazi money on the me Nigeria body in 2023. Do it. Other years bomba.
There
Come
were.
out with piece of this world.
There were.
Please.
There were.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Bless you too. Bless you too. All right, we continue. Yes, good morning from here.
Hey, good morning, Mwejibuago.
There were.
Hello, God bless you.
Bless you too.
Bless our women.
Bless you too.
And our media warrior.
Bless you.
Mwejibuago, there is something I just want to contribute regarding that sister, that reverend sister. Can I give you my own experience?
Go ahead.
Nigeria passport, I personally tag it badge of dishonor. If you carry Nigerian passport, you are carrying a badge of dishonor. Now, I live in Japan with my family. My son was born in America. He has American passport. My daughter was born in Nigeria. She has a Nigerian passport. Then I went to bank to open account for both of them. They are just teenagers. Do you know that within 10 minutes, after I filled out the two forms for both of them, within 10 minutes, the account was ready for my son, handed over to me. But they returned the phone for my daughter and gave me 3 documents to fill. One is an undertaking that I will not use this
for fraud.
The first document I signed was that I do not belong to family of president, governor, minister, any public office holder in Nigeria. That was the first document. Second document is that I signed undertaking that I should not use this account for money
fraud.
Transfer.
For laundering. Okay.
Another undertaking is that I should not give this account to a third party.
All right.
So you see, all these things, then they now said that it's going to take 1 week to process to know if it is approved to open bank account for my daughter. I took that of my son and walked away, and after 1 week, they now called me. My daughter is just 10 years. She cannot get involved in any crime. She is not a criminal. But because of carrying Nigerian passport, she was already tagged a criminal. And she wants to be investigated. And finally, after 1 week, they called me back and said, okay, I can come and complete the process. I now went back and finished it. Then I also went to open account with my wife in another bank. Then I told my wife that she can't open account, that she should go to another branch where her company runs their account. We went to that branch. They asked her, how can you work in Japan? Can you speak Japanese? She said, yes. Did you study? She said, yes. Do you have any certificate? She said, yes. Can we see it? We showed it. They said, okay. Now, you fill one document. After you fill it, we send it to head office. Then they process it. If it is approved that they can open account for you, then they will open account. If they don't approve it from head office, you can't open account because she's a Nigerian. Eventually, it took 3 weeks, 3 whole weeks before they called me back and said, okay, now they have gotten approval from the head office that she can open account. So I call Nigerian passport the badge of dishonor. Anybody who know me in Japan here know what I'm talking about because it's not hidden. Anybody who is still standing for Nigeria, I think that person needs his brain examined. Thank you, Mr. Buago. My son said I should tell you that the name he called you, Simon Eba, is Alusia for Wari Perelala. Also, like your enemies, so he called you Alusia for Wari Perelala.
He said,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Thank you.
God bless you.
Bless you too. Bless you too. That's so. That's so. You know, and the enemy said, I had a warrant. I would have because I would have make a for her. I watch her. Anana Kandi Zoo. Zoo will have a show that TV. You're welcome to the program.
Good evening. Happy New Year, Master Simon.
Good evening and welcome.
Yes. Please, I have a question to ask.
Go ahead.
Can I go on? Please, I want to ask, when a country or a nation declares itself sovereign without the backing of the UN, what happens? Because I'm aware that there are only two nations like in the world that that are not part of the UN, which is Palestinian and Holy See, which is the Vatican. But what really happens when a nation is not, when a nation declares sovereignty without the backing of the UN?
You will still know what happened, and you are asking. You just mentioned Palestine, you just mentioned Vatican. But let me tell you, when it comes to Biafra, anyị ihe egwu na-ata. Are you an Igbo man?
Yes, I'm Igbo.
Do you know the saying that says onye ji igu ka ewu na-eso? Do you know what it means?
No, what does it mean?
It means the person that have the leaf of the palm tree or something like that is the person that the goat follows, because in Africa, goat eat the palm leaves. So if you do not have it, and you are going close to a goat, the goat will not follow you. So what this means in essence is that Biafra declaration will not be like other people that are not recognized by the UN. We are going to declare Biafra. We are going to stand our ground and fight. After that, they will have no other choice than to recognize us. 2, Biafra has been there before. The war has been fought, and the reason that Biafra, Nigeria, killed us has not been resolved. And today, it is even more clearer that those who fought against Biafra that time, they are regretting it today. So it is not like what it used to be. 3 is that when I say Ejigu, or our natural resources is the palm tree or the palm leaf that we have. So they need us more than we need them. You understand me?
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much. So if you understand that they need us more than we need them, you will know that immediately we declare and defend it, they are going to recognize us. As simple as that. They have no choice. Yes. Russia have grounded Europe. The next target is us. They don't have any other sources again. Do you understand me? And most of the resources we have not been tapped. They are undeveloped and all that. So, but we are going to be, like I said, we are going to have what we call a brain-based economy. And of course, somebody is writing bilateral agreement. Of course, that's when they have, when some nations have, of course, even before the UN, the UN is just ordinary. Before the UN, we even talk about recognizing us. Many nations will recognize Biafra. Everybody will be rushing to make business to have a relationship with us. The only thing they want to know is how ready and serious are you?
Yeah, just like Afghanistan now.
Afghanistan now, they don't get choice now. A whole terrorist take over Afghanistan. What did they do? They don't have choice. People were running away and holding aeroplane to fly with aeroplane like that. You understand?
And the whole world has recognized Afghanistan.
They say they should denounce Al-Qaeda. Just to denounce Al-Qaeda, all the crimes they committed against humanity, they did not even mention them. So we know world is now who stands strong to take it. So people of Biafra should understand that Fulani cannot outsmart us, including in their killing and including in their bravery, including in their criminality. If they come with crime, we defend ourselves with guns that we have. So we are not going to, the monopoly of violence is not in them alone. That is it. They kill us, we kill them back until we get our freedom.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm happy to hear this.
Thank you
very much.
It wasn't the Yadun. All right. Thank you. All right. All right, we continue. Yes, princess. Anybody that is supporting any governor candidate is not ready for Biafra. So they must come clean and do this thing once and for all. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program. Hello, Anthony. Great. Thank you very much. I want to thank you especially for holding forth for our leader. He's so proud of you. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
it's like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Asaf go barista job for the breakfast. Kokana warm up. Can you listen to your phone, please? Can you listen to your phone?
you now.
Listen to your phone. I'm hearing myself there.
Yeah. Good evening from here.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Yeah. Please, this Biafran pastor from Abia State.
You're welcome.
Okay. Please, it has been long. I'm trying you, and I'm happy now that I get you, Mr. Simon Eba.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Please, I want to appreciate you, first of all, for your good work. You know, despite I'm a pastor, I've been telling people that you are the right person which Chukwuoki Kabiama had choose to represent and speak for Biafrans and to make sure that Biafra is restored.
In the absent of Onyendu.
Yeah, that is it. And you know, last year when Mazin Nadekalo was kidnapped, let me say this now. A driver to one politician walked to me and told me that Barrister Geoffrey is behind the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu Onyemdu.
Please hold it there. Hold it there, please. You are a pastor.
Yeah.
Somebody told you, a driver to a politician told you that Barrister Geoffrey is behind the kidnapping of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Now, you see, it's for you to believe me, or for the Biafra that is listening now to believe me. I am saying it because when this driver said it to me, I didn't believe him. That was last year. 2 months after Mazin, yes, 2 months after Mazin Nadekalo was kidnapped. And I said to him that what he just said cannot be possible.
Hey!
That how can a barrister who is defending IPOB, Biafrans, and Mazin Nadekalo behind the kidnap of Mazin Nadekalo, person that he is defending?
Yes.
And he said to me, I should watch that very soon. He just speak like a prophet. He said to me that very soon that Barrister Geoffrey will be exposed.
Wow.
Now I asked him a question. How do you know that Barrister Geoffrey is behind the kidnap of Mazin Nadekalo? He now said to me that his Oga, the politician that he is driving, said it to him
to
face. The man was open up to him after after a meeting that they went to in Enugu State, if I'm not mistaken.
Chineke. OTD.
Now, see, Simon Ekpa, please, what I'm telling you now is, in fact, I don't know. Now, but let me just say this. I thank God for you. Honestly, I thank God for you. I have something to tell you. You see, he said to me that the drive that the politicians said to him that the only obstacle they are going to have is somebody that called Simon Ekpa. Yes. That the person, there's the way he put it, he said the person living in Finland, one Simon Ekpa living in Finland, something like that.
Oh, back then, just 2 months into the kidnapping, ha chọpụtago na Simon Ekpa ga-abụ their obstacle.
Yes.
Chineke God.
Now there is something he said. The way he put it, he said one man living, he didn't call your name.
Yes.
He said one man living in Finland is going to be their obstacle. He's going to be their obstacle or something like that. I was like, honestly speaking, I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him.
Chai.
But when you now, it's like there was somebody who starts talking against Simon Ekpa. Barrister Jofo. That time is when I now know that what that driver said to me is true. And you know, he came for me to pray for him. He came to me to pray for him. So when I now hear it, it's like somebody was kicking against Barrister Jofo them before you now start exposing him.
Try.
You know, one thing they try to do is to, like somebody said to me, so many people were saying it, he says Simon Ekpa has derailed. And I was the one till tomorrow, I will keep on saying it anywhere I go. I was telling them they should listen to Simon Ekpa. Because when you now start exposing Barrister Jofo, even before you start exposing him, people were kicking against you. And I was telling them that somebody said to me that a politician said to him that you are going to be their obstacle, that they should listen to you. I'm telling you, till tomorrow, what I'm telling you now, I will continue doing it. In fact, you are God. In fact, God just picked you to fight against the evil. Nigeria is evil. Nigeria is satanic. Nigeria, they are vampires. Nigerian government are vampires. Do you know, as I'm talking to you now, Mr. Simon Ekpa, if you go to Okigwe Expressway, Fulani herdsmen are kidnapping. As I'm talking to you now, they are kidnapping in Okigwe Expressway.
In Okigwe?
Somebody called on phone and told us that one of her sisters traveling to Lagos was kidnapped in Okigwe Expressway. Now, another person came to me, was crying. 2 women came to me, was crying, telling me that her son was kidnapped in Okigwe Expressway on Saturday, this 17th of December 2020. And I asked them a question. I said, the people that caught, they said yes, that the people has caught. I asked them a question. Is it Fulanese or Igbos, Abi Yoruba? They said to me, the woman said to me, not Igbos, not Yorubas, that they are Hausas. That they are Hausa, they are speaking Hausa. That means they are Fulanese.
Well, we are going to put our satellite in Okigwe, in that Okigwe now, and thank you for this information. Please, it is very important that any place you see kidnapping going on in Biafra land by Fulani, please, Biafra should always endeavor to inform us, so we put our satellite there. You know, we have those intels, of course. You know, place where they are kidnapping is different from where they want to attack. So most of the intels we have are when they gather to try to attack or strike any community or stuff like that. But you know, the kidnapping, they can stage kidnapping anywhere, especially close to military checkpoint. So do you have military checkpoint in that particular Okigwe road?
Sure. Yeah. About 2 checkpoints.
Oh,
Military
2 checkpoints.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So that is the point. That is the problem, because the military they are working with the military, and they collaborate, and when they get this money, they share it with the military, because the military are part of them. In fact, part of those kidnapping are even the military. Some of them will just change their uniform and go there, the Fulanis, change their uniform and go to the bush and kidnap. That's what they do. And that's why we are not, we don't want to see military checkpoint. No matter, of course, the checkpoint will be, but they are going to be hearing from us, in a water way, because we don't want them in our road. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. There is something I wanted to tell you, but not on air like this. So I don't know if I can get to you later.
Yes, you can. You can send me a message, and send me a message, and after the broadcast.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you. Remain blessed. Please.
Bless you. Thank you. All right. Hey, hello, Melo. Have you people seen it? That the truth is out. But the breaking news is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu distanced himself from Ejiofor, at least from the reports we are getting. You're welcome to the program. Yes. Yes.
Even in agbake ndị kwụ gị n'azụ ya mara ma nka nsukwu nwobele oyibo a na-amara maka ndị na-ege anyị ntị na mmadụ igbo take too much. Your new name now is Thunder. And you go wherever you wish. You understand? That is your new name. Yeah. You see Ejiofor, like as this man said, I called you the other day, I told you that if you investigate Ejiofor very well, when you began that, well, if you investigate Ejiofor, you will know that Ejiofor is the masterminder of the whole thing.
Yes.
I know them very well. They love money more than anything. But I thank God that our brothers have picked up and know what they were doing. I have one thing that I intend to ask you. Can I?
Go ahead.
You see, like what our sister said concerning passports, it has been an epidemic to everyone who have traveled out of Nigeria. So, like, if it will be possible, let the government in exile put eyes in that, because so many of us are completely stuck in one country or the other because of this passport. And where I am now, I can't work, I can't seek for a job for any company or whatever because of this passport. Even to get a house here is a very big issue. When you get a house, a place where you pay, despite the high cost of everything here, they will ostracize you somehow, chastise the person not to, So if there will be anything, because everything has to start at a time based on like.
What is the question?
That's the question I want to ask in a way, like, are we having a hope of having our own passport soon?
One thing is that you can't have a passport where you do not have a recognized entity, where you don't have a country. So, but what we can have is that we can have some kind of, identity card. And that identity card can be pushed in a way that every country where you are, if you have many Biafrans there, the awareness we can create with such identity card will make them to understand that we are not in unison with the crime of Nigeria. You understand? So we can create that particular awareness depending on what happens next year and how, depending on how we are, how long we are going to do this Doha Canon. So, so depending on, of course, depending on that, because how come I do Doha Canon? I got to so
what, my brother, this is not Edwa Canon. You see, this is not Edwa Canon. The Fulani will be wiped off from Nigeria. They will go back to where they come from.
Exactly.
Because they refuse to learn. And then if I'm trying to use this medium to speak to some of our leaders, those whom we honor, we call them leaders, or those who are in political position. And I'm also saying this as an advice to the Northerners also, if that they know what is good for them, they should call all these our leaders to a meeting. And they kill them because they are the one who divided Nigeria. I'm not saying this because I'm on the phone now. When Mazun Nandekano went to them before, there was a thing that he wrote to them. Now they know that he has brain. And these our leaders were fucking down to them. Well, bound down for somebody you're supposed not to bow down for. And now they continue to mesmerize the country. Every day they were mesmerizing the country, looting our money. All this money that they are discovering from one warehouse to another, that money is enough to put Nigeria in order. And if like the interview of this guy, what is his name, Abacha boy, that you heard, that and you view it later because I saw it before you analyze it here, and the analysis you gave to it opened my brain more. Now, you heard what that man said, that what we have in Nigeria, in that accurate, maybe some piece of Borono elsewhere, can build 10 Dubais in Nigeria. We're not talking about the other ones. The oil that we have in Nigeria can build America in Nigeria, can build London in America, in Nigeria. But yet, they cannot even listen to know who is who. There were 11 allegations on Nandekano. Which country on this earth can their citizens be held in a certain place, and none of them that call themselves leader or father, that is normal, that can sit down, be eating food with a sweet mouth? Sometimes, in fact, I know why God drove me out from Nigeria, because I'm supposed to be a dead man now. They know me when I was in Mazov then. They know me very well. You understand? But I believe God.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
To be the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
That is my son.
He's doing fine. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank
right. you. All right, we continue. Honestly, I was supposed to end 2.5 hours, so we take one more call. You're welcome to the program. Rastafari.
You are our voice. You are Biafra Voice 247.
There we go.
You are Ugochukwu Tuwerai. Because Biafra Voice 24/7. Nigga area got no choice. Biafra Voice don't reach heaven. I say that you are Biafra Voice 24/7. Nigga area got no choice. Biafra Voice don't reach Zion. See ya. You are named Biafra. You be the son. You are son. You make Biafra son. Your name be Austin. You are alive. You be Paul Obiko. True survivor for survivor of Biafra. Yes, you are Biafra Global Network.
You are Ajere, Biafra, Biago Nabia, Achimna Ajere, hear me out. Kasi Wagumwana more. Maybe Hana more. I hear how water again. Because, hear me out, please. Cheese the touch, noni megi. Wow, living stone, because the truth cannot be refuted. Biafra superstar. You be Biafra unite. We're not talking Igbo. It's Biafra, you say. I see. Ohamadike never took the name. People gave him that name, Ohamadike, and people give him name every day because Ohasi waiting they happen. Not you take out. People give you waiting they see in you. So, and every person who is truthful inherits every name. This is why when he spoke at the conference, he was so pleased. He said he has spoken everything I wanted to speak. And he was so glad. And like Nnamdi Kanu would call one Nigerian, he will make a program, say only one Nigerian, so oppositions. You call him as a Biafra and say, no, please, you do that. Because you are looking for somebody to convince you otherwise. And you don't see. But people who say people shouldn't listen to somebody, this is where you see intimidation. Please hear me out. This is where people manipulate. Nnamdi Kanu never wants you to move like a sheep. Nnamdi Kanu question. He is the man who questioned the authority. If the authority is doing good, he will relax and be enjoying the goodness. But as long as he goes bad, he comes up and questions. And this is why he says you shouldn't follow sheepishly. And this is why he's so pleased with you. See, so right now, in each and every of all these Biafran autopilot people, I see you, and I'm just trying to make them know that we appreciate them. Mother, we appreciate Biafra superstar. We appreciate every one of them. And what they come every day with are people who don't understand. There is what we call Oyoko meter. This is a thing that is a meter, a gauge, and it is. So when Simon puts his fingers, cross it and make a hole, is yokoing everything. So it's like Oyoko. Since you have the wrestling, your mate never win you. Can we till Baba Mboga Oyoko? Okambolo Kamau Oyoko. Why ya three men not Gave de Coke? Oyoko Nigeria, three men we Gave de Coke. Oyoko Fulani, three men Gave de Coke. Oyoko, water, in everywhere. Oyoko, because water for their face. Water for their face. Water for their face. In this water workshop, we have water warriors. We give you water non-stop. Oh, water surplus in this water workshop. We have enough water warriors. We give you water non-stop. Water warriors. Yeah. Dragon, bringing the disintegration, conquering dragon, oh, the zoo, get destruction, conquering dragon, you bring into disintegration, conquering dragon, yeah, oh yeah. Message to those who are trusting those who see their palliative, why there was lockdown. Hey, I'm not going to talk about them. Harmful things are happening. You trust in people who don't talk about them. Oh, what a suicidal spirit you have. What a suicidal spirit. It's like Daniel, right in the lion den, in the dance of Fulani. They will never win you. I say, conquering dragon, you ride into Biafra land. Conquering dragon, you bring into disintegration. Conquering dragon, yes, to disintegration. Conquering dragon. MK, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you. All right, we're going to listen to our new song.
Obolende Tanyamala, Yamabuti, Bulugoditi, Kinkefe, Obolende Tanyamala, Babulugoditi, Kinkefe, Pada Baloku, ole ndị si Biafra mala ndị ahụ ọ bụ chi babulugoro isi ichefe nwere isi ma ga-agbaghị okwu Chukwu adị eme ya eme ọkụ ụwa na-ekwu okwu Igbo tụrụ mmanụ gbe ọlabe ndị nwe ya na baibai no Biafra alago ole ndị ka anyị amala ndị ahụ ọ bụ di babulugoro isi ichefe nwere isi ma ga-agbaghị okwu Chukwu adị eme ya eme ole ndị si Biafra mala ndị ahụ ọ bụ chi babulugoro isi ichefe nwere isi ma ga-agbaghị okwu Chukwu adị eme ya eme ọkụ ụwa na-ekwu okwu Igbo ilu na nwata ọlabe ndị nwe ya Naijiria baibai no Biafra alago ole ndị ka anyị amala ya ọ bụ chi babulugoro isi ma ga-agbaghị okwu adị eme ya eme ole ndị Biafra mala ya babulugoro isi ichefe nwere isi ma ga-agbaghị okwu adị eme ya eme ọkụ ụwa Igbo na nwanụ Bemba ọlabela Naijiria baibai no Biafra alago Igbo ọkụ asị n'obiali njewụla no platform mana o nwere ajụjụ na-ajụ obodo na-akwụkwọ yelụ na babụkwu onye jalụ ibe ya ajalụ onye welu isi ibe ya ewelu onye chisiarịda ibe ya rigolu emesịa ọ bụzi ibe ka a na
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly.
ole ndị si Biafra mala ndị ahụ ọ bụ chi babulugoro isi ichefe nwere isi ma ga-agbaghị okwu Chukwu adị emeghị eme ọkụ ụwa na-ekwu okwu Igbo tụrụ ilu na nwanogbe mba ọlabe ndị nwe ya Naijiria bye no ya bụrụ alago Obolezi kanya malla ya obuti babulu kodi ikefe weri pada babo kutu ademe deme olendi sidia kula malla ya obuti ikefe weri pada babo kutu deme obu wane kuoku ibo November, anywhere, Nigeria, bye no, Ibo, Oko Simba, Asino Delinge Wola, obodo amụrụ mmadụ n'elu ụwa no place like home mana o nwere akụkụ na-ajụ obodo na-akwụkwọ yelụ na babụ okwu onye jalụ ibe ya jalụ onye welu isi ibe ya ewelu onye jibida ibe ya rigolu emesịa ọ bụrụ ibe kwuru ka a na-eme ogini kwuru chere a ga-emezinụ ụzọ ya n'oge abalị ma ngwongwo okwu egwuregwu na-abụghị ọkwa ya ka anyị ji aka onye ọbụla binyelu aka ọkwa ya ka anyị ji aka na-abụghị ọkwa ya ka anyị ji aka ọ na-abụghị wita ọkụkọ ọkụ n'olu ga-ego ya onye si na ya chọrọ bụ ma ncha ma kwada ọ na-arụ mmadụ ibe ya aka n'ọnụ ya ahụ na-eme eziokwu ibe mere ụmụ Biafra na 1960 o gosiri na ọ bụ ụlọ ibe kwuru ka a na-eme Biafra ga-alarịrị afọ ime tete aka ọnwa ise naanị abụrụ ya bụ nwa dene naanị na ndị ọma ajụjụ ọzọ onye nọ na be mmadụ a na-emegbu ya emegbu ọkụ ọgbalụ be nna ya ọkụ gbago be nna ya asị ya na ruo ụlọ ebe ọ ga na-anarụ ama nkọ Obunano Yiberide, Unile Sobodonaya, indigenous people of Biafra, will Ebulonuma, Mango the Tronomy, Ikiri Nato, Seno Kubu Yanchitolu, Roni Rinise, Kaila Rasieno, Makano, Kaina Panetelo, Ifade Bebeji Maduka Panelani, Wene Fusi, Oye Mela Ifane Bebeji, Ifane Bebeji Mekwaya, Omo Biafra Chukwudai. Obodo niile jikọrọ aka wee taa wọ Naịjirịa. Fadị ekele otu o kwesịrị. Ebi na-akọ wee tụọ ụmụ ya. Arụnụ ugbo unu wee malite. Ike kasịrị wee malite wee taa nna ya. Ozugbo a na-ebili ime ka ya na-amalite. Indigenous people of Biafra, onye na-echekwadoro n'ụra cheta, anyị acharago. Ọtọbelo. Ọ bụ ole ndị ka anyị amala? Ya ọbụ babulugoli, ijefe nwere, mana agbara okwu Chukwu, aga emegeme. Ole ndị si Biafra amala? Ya ọbụ babulugoli, ijefe nwere, mana agbara okwu Chukwu, aga emegeme. Ọkụ ụwa na-ekwu okwu, Igbo tụrụ ilu, na nwanụ kwe. Onye jaje n'ife melete n'ụwa, ọya n'ibe akwa, ife mere anyị na 1966. Ọ na-abụ ndosa ya akwa na-atụ m. Ma otito dị n'Chukwu maka Chukwu emeka ọdịnegwu Chukwu. Of the blessed memory. Onye jiri ife ọma wee kwụọ ụgwọ. Chukwu emeka ọdịnegwu Chukwu. Ebe na ebe nọ na achịcha dị mma ga-akpọ gị ilu. Ike mma Nnewi. Ezi Igbo gburugburu. Ike kọgburu agụ n'ụkwụ ebe ọ na-achọ ọdụm. Onye amụma Biafra. Onye amụma. Baba nnukwu a. Chukwu emeka dị n'egbochu. Onye amụma. Ụwa niile ekwelugo. Onye amụma. Na amụma ịmalụ n'ọbụ egwu. Onye amụma. Amụma ịmalụ IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, Martin Nandikano, Mwachawa, Yezibo Wani, Oyaine, Yeze Israel Kalo, so Doja Koya Wanyoma, of the Blessed Mary, Akachiri, Abari Beku Woketegete, Martin Nandikano, even you were putting on your Galicia, Unegwaria to give up for you, a Bujuka. Egwaria to give body. Come on, and do not give body, Egunatu. Yes, you want to go to Yaga. Eventually, onye mbuso amụma ojukwu n'ime akaja n'ime melodi mana ọkọsi mana udu mmiri olite bụrụ uwe nyenye dị afọ anụ anaba ebe ọ na-aba mmiri ọ bụ ọrụ aka chukwu Alekuna ngisi Nigeria bye bye no Ayana wako Sometia Ayana wako Umu Nigeria bye bye no Ayana wako Sometia Ayana wako Chief Prophet Elefati every leader of Biafra Foundation, United States of America, on a tune bye bye no, Zionist land Israelite. America, naturalization, United States of America, Banasi Nigeria, bye bye. Ayi kana kukwa, ayi kana kukwa, ayi kana mekolikwa, bye bye no, bye bye no, bye bye no.
All right, thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Mazuna Dikano. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless Professor Akintoye. May God bless our mother, and their husband. May God bless our media team. May God bless our Eastern Security Network, all our men on ground. May God bless all of them. May God bless Ndi Zenozo. May God bless Ndi Igwe, Ndi Ichie. And all of you will suffer if you don't repent. You will suffer. Mark my words somewhere, you will suffer if you don't repent from your evil ways. You take money from murderers and from killers to suppress the truth. Biden doesn't know what is happening in Nigeria because they rely on the ambassador to feed them accurate information. And that is not happening because they've been bribed. And that is why people are dying in Nigeria. Nigeria is the only place in turmoil, not making it onto the front pages of newspapers all over the world. Nobody talks about it because they are all compromised. They've been bribed. We don't need your one Nigeria to survive. They try. Can you imagine the nonsense? They brought in their food blockade. They said we will not send food to the south. They are perishable goods. So the items got spoiled in the north. The government now turned around to pay them almost 500 billion.
Because what I am saying, our people are lame. They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land.